are hunters, the greatest the world has ever known.
Охотник до сказки.
Amigos de Combo, bienvenidos. Tenemos a Craven el Cazador y tenemos al director y al protagonista. Hello guys, how are you?
We're great, man.
We're great. It's so good to be here.
Эти сказки есть правда.
Are you excited because this character we haven't seen in the big screen, so it's a big opportunity, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We're so thrilled to bring this character from the comic books onto the screen. So yeah, and I don't think it's going to disappoint. We're really proud of it and excited to share it.
I heard the noise of thunder.
Are you like your father, a gangster?
It's a super villain. He has superpowers, but every supervillain is a human as well. So how percent is gonna be like an anti-hero or a villain or something?
He's definitely got human qualities, and but you know, like all human, we all have flaws. So and his is pretty deadly.
Yeah, and I think that's the core of what drew us to the project is throughout this film, when you get to see the whole thing, you'll see that we're watching this guy go on a journey from a boy who's quite innocent and all these elements outside of his life, his family, his parents, his mother, his father, all these elements are coming in at him, and the choices he makes throughout the film kind of lead him down this path of villainy. So it's a journey that we're excited for people to go on.
And behold,
he has his reasons, right? Like you could
Yeah,
feel
it's got a
empathy
moral
for
compass. Yeah, you do feel empathy for him. I think you are rooting for him because you're seeing the world in which he was brought up and how protective over his younger brother he is. And then I think, you know, he just doesn't want to be any part of his family's, his father's business. And that kind of sets him on a path of like a moral code and compass to be a vigilante and try and do good in the world, I think.
Yeah, he thinks he's doing the right thing, but he's just going about it in a little bit of
his methods just are, you know, he's a hunter, you know, usually culls the herd, instead he's culling people instead. So
it's that thing of not quite, you know, you even though you might be helping the world, you're doing it in a way that can be very dangerous.
He's taking law in his own hands. And,
My son.
and he decides who to free and who to blame.
Yes, an animal stronger than you can imagine.
About the adaptation, we have seen the character in the comic books and the cartoons, and I think it's bigger and it's older than you. But how can you adapt for make your own version?
Yeah, I think there's a little room for, well, like JC said, I mean, the fact is this hasn't been brought into live action. This is our first one, so we have a lot of creative freedom and control there to make an adaptation of that. But
I think at the core we were really, you'll see when you see the film.
No, we're really tight. I mean, you know, we had a lot, like you said, this has come from like 1950s all the way through on the comic books. There's a lot of source material for us to grab hold of, and we like to do our research and, you know, how we go about making movies, our process between the two of us. And so we really wanted to take essentially a two-dimensional character and bring him to life with many layers, and so that's kind of how this came about. And
it is also the earlier years in his life, so we're showing how he kind of, where this film ends is almost where the comic books might begin, like in the 1964 version, and so it's like we've brought him up to where we then release him into the world. Because
we haven't seen all the potential, all the skills and the powers that we could see.
Well, you're about to.
but you know, we'll hold him some. You know, there's more to come. I mean, the audience watch this and they like what they see, and by the end of the movie, I think they'd want to see this character go beyond.
Tell me about this hunter.
Some are born and some are die.
Once you're on his list, there's only one way off.
When the man comes.
Every single time that coming another character in the Sony universe, in the Marvel universe, everybody wants to watch with Spider-Man. So, what are your expectations about that?
I guess it's about, you know, what do you guys think? I think if you come and watch this, I think KRAVEN's a fantastic component, and I think by the end of the movie, it's up to the audience to see where they want this character to go.
We've really worked to sort of take this, young kid that's like got all this like purity to him, and where we leave our film off, it's a character that's ready to do a lot of things in that universe, and we'll see. It's a little bit above our pay grade, unfortunately.
No, but we made this with the intention of this character being a fully fleshed out character that has the potential to go beyond.
And with the multiverse, everything is possible.
That's for sure.
Thank you guys. Nice to see you. Nice to meet you.
You will become a legend.
When the man comes around. When the